Hey everybody, welcome to the Forbidden Psalm adventure. I'm back today with The Lost, and we're on another mission from Vriprix the Mad. This is called MORTSAFE. It's mission number 7, and we are trying to secure grave sites. A corpse collector has been raising the dead, sticking them in coffins, and a device has been crafted by Vriprix to secure these coffins and keep these reanimated from getting loose. He wants us to go test it out. There's coffins strewn about this abandoned village. The corpse collector is wandering around. We're trying to avoid him, but halfway through the game, he's going to show up. And we have to try and get this safe secured and potentially kill the corpse collector maybe and steal the relic that's riding on his back. So I'll show you the current warband, show you the mission, the table, and we'll get this underway. All right, well here's the village of the damned, and we're trying to get the MORTSAFE. The dead are revolting, Vriprix exclaims, or at least they're unionizing. Vriprix wants you to make sure the dead stay that way, dead and buried. He provides you with a MORTSAFE, a type of device used to secure a grave, and instructs you to go and secure one grave for him. So you have to secure a grave and get the MORTSAFE out alive. You get 5 gold for securing the MORTSAFE and 1 for each undead you kill. We set up 4 small graves, in this case coffins. 1, 2, 3, 4 across the middle of the table. And before the game starts, each player can give 1 model of MORTSAFE. So it's a solo game, which we're going to give the MORTSAFE to, I think, fast. And you make a strength test at DR12 to fix it in place. All the graves contain treasure, and you make a treasure roll on any grave you search. On a failure, they instead contain a skeleton, which immediately is placed next to the model that failed. So skeletons and skeleton kitties will come piling out of the graves that don't have the MORTSAFE attached and have treasure. Although you could search a treasure chest before you secure it even. And we have to randomize which one the MORTSAFE needs to be attached to. Now on turn 3, a corpse collector shows up, which is going to be this guy right here with his big shovel, the shoveler. He shovels well. And he has a relic attached to his back on those spikes there. And we have to try and potentially kill him for additional XP and gold. Silence of the graveyard offers no comfort for the grim task ahead. In the distance, you are sure you see something large moving, but it's too dark and far away to be sure. Best to get to it, the dead won't stay that way forever. Ones have 6 hit points, D6 damage sword, and 1 armor. If 1 in 4 has a bow, but of course we're only going to have 1 on the table at a time. Probably if they're summoned, they ignore darkness. And then the corpse collector, which is a terrifying monster, has 20 hit points. It slams for D6 damage and armor 3. When the corpse collector hits a target, it must make a strength 12 check. On a failure, the corpse collector picks the target up with its shovel and puts them on a spike on its back, doing 2 damage. If they are still alive, they can make a strength check to remove themselves from this, but they take a damage each round that they fail that, and if they drop to 0, they die and are added to the collection. Alright, deploying on the table. We're going to go with Fast with his vampiric sword that heals damage, but if he ever dies, he comes back as a vampire. We have carrying Morning Star with his light armor, shield, and backpack is going to be Eisenkush the Neither. And then we got Risen the Evil Beats with his handgun there. We bought him some extra ammo for it, so he's all replenished. He's also got some medium armor and a backpack and a hand axe. The Fast with his Hammer and Ulfbert sword with the crit bleed. He's got medium armor, a potion, and a relic of spiked gauntlets. And then, last but not least, Guerrilla the Last Faded. He's got his Flaming Hand spell for a 12-inch range D6 damage attack. And then the Shield of the Faithless is his other one. He's got a glaive and medium armor, and then he's a medic as well. But scared of heights, he won't go above ground. Round 1 activations. Well, Fast. We have to figure out, first of all, which of these is the one you're trying to get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one over here. This is the marked one. So this is the one we're trying to actually secure. Corpse collector is also coming on from that side conveniently, which means Fast. You need to get over there as quick as you can. So you're going to go 6 and then 6 again, living up to your name with your first action. Eisenkush, you're going to walk 4 and 4 over to here. Over to here, actually. Get within an inch to interact. We'll have Rain the Smoothest. He'll go his 7 and then 7 again. Get up over this one. Just walking 6, we'll have Garand go, and he'll kind of overwatch in the middle. Just gonna climb up on this box to be ready to shoot some guns. Round 1, round 2, the corpse hunter shows up at the end of the next round. So we'll start with Rain. He's gonna do a DR10 presence test at +2, so an 8+ to search that and see if there's any treasure. He passes. So what do we find? Something cool, I hope. 14 is a random clean scroll. So let's see what we find. Something D10, so half this. That'll be a 5, 6. Shield of the Faithless, we have 2 of them now. Can't sell them, so doesn't matter. Then we'll have you go, I think, with your presence. You'll walk 3 and search this one. So search on 10 goes to 8. Passes. What do we find? 16 gold. Sweet, we're rolling it. We got 43 now. Eisenkush, your presence is 0. You fail, so a skeleton immediately appears and attacks you. Sweet. Wah! Well, that means that Fast is just going to attack this guy, I think. He is +3. The skeleton fights back at -3, so 15 on the green die, 9 on the red die with his Ulfbert sword. They both hit. So D8 damage from the Ulfbert sword into that skeleton who's armor 1. It does 6 and just kills him. But then he takes D6 back from the skeleton. And his armor of 2 just blocks it all. Round 3, alright, we gotta get this thing. The corpse collector's about to appear. We've searched everything but one. So we're gonna go with Fast first. He's gonna walk over here. He's gonna make that strength test and try and put the clamps down. Search it first. No, we're gonna go with you first. You're gonna walk over here and search it. He has a presence of 10. Fails. So another skeleton appears. Ah! And we now have to kill him. So Fast. Oh, we actually go with Risen. He's obscured, so that'll be -3. So it's a 15, but +2 is a 13. Shoot him with his crossbow. See if the gun hits. Does. You roll for a complication. 17? Not 17. D8 for complication. 1. Rain. All agility tests are -1. That wasn't an agility test. Alright, so it hits. D6 damage into the skeleton. Armor 1. Does 3, so he's got 3 left. Then Garand could go, and he can walk 3 and use his flaming hand spell on him. Presence 2, DR 12, so he needs to roll a 10+ to get it. Goes off. E6 damage. Nukes him. Whoosh. He's now Fast, can go over and trying to fix the MORTSAFE. Alright, so strength 12 test. He's +3, so 9+. Use an omen to reroll that. Thanks very much. Oh, he still failed. He's on the auto success. I don't know why I didn't just automatically pass. And Rain walks 7 over to this one. And we'll do a presence test on it because it still hasn't been opened. He is presence +2 versus that DR 10. Gets it. So what's inside? Something cool treasure-wise. 19. Line of the Forbidden Psalm. All 5 I can sell into Vriprix and retire with 1,000 gold. We've got 1 of 5. Huge. That's campaign ending almost. Sweet. We're at 1 of 5. So we have 1 unsearched chest, but unfortunately, end of the round, this guy appears in the center of the table, or as close to as possible. He was hiding behind the shed. 6 towards the closest, which will be Eisenkush. 6, he makes it, and they fight. Whoa! He's fighting back at -3 +2, so he'll be at -1 overall, so a 13 to a 12 for the corpse collector. So he misses, but so does the corpse collector, thankfully. It's round 4. Well, easy stuff. I'm going to use my omen to auto-pass my strength test. Bam! And plant the MORTSAFE on this. We go with you, I think, and you're going to take a shot with your crossbow into the corpse collector. So Rain, it's not an agility test though, it's your second shot. Presence +2, so 12 goes to 10. Cranks it, even if he was obscured, which he's not, and then D6, -3, nothing. Cool, so it's 1. So he goes to 19 left. Okay, I think we do the same with the Flaming Hand spell. So move over here. No, let me just move again, actually. Staying out of range with our halberd. We're gonna go 7 around to here, and then 7 again, just to offset the outnumbering bonus with Rain. Eisenkush will fight, so Eisenkush has +2, so he needs a 10 to a 15 fighting back now for the corpse collector. He hits. D8 damage with his flail, which is cruel. 5 damage, so 19 goes down to 14. -3. Big chunk of damage out of him. He fights back, and he'll attack the closest, which will be base to base, which of course will be Eisenkush. So Eisenkush fighting back. No penalty now, so he's just on a 10 to a 12 on the green die. Whoa, he hits! Eisenkush gets D6 damage. He's going to take 4, and strength test or get impaled. He's got 9 left. And it's a DR, I think, 12 strength test. 10+ or he's getting spiked. And he's going to be sliding down the back of that shovel. No! I reroll and my auto pass. So he's removed from the table. And he'll take a point of damage every round that he activates now. That's not good. Turn 5. We've secured the thing. All right, Fast, let's see if you can help your buddy. So you're gonna move in. And you're gonna hit with your Ulfbert sword. Strength +3, so DR 12 is gonna go down to 9, and then getting hit back on a 15 from the Corpse Collector. Both hit. D8 for the Ulfbert sword. It is cruel. So it does 3 points, takes me down to 11. You get hit back for D6. 4 is no joke. You're down to 4 health left. And then DR 12, 9+ for you not to get lifted onto a spike. Huh. No! Oh, he's also spiked. Bad. We got 2 heroes down. Okay, Rain, hit him. Garand, I think, moves in and hits him. Just to offset the outnumbering penalty for fighting back. Yes. I want to get spiked. Stay outside of range. So you're just getting a hit on an 11 now because you're strength +1 with your glaive. Just poke him in the back while he's occupied. Do the glaive, but it's not cruel. So if I roll a 1 to 3, he takes no damage. Just 1 point, down to 10. Half health, but he's super dangerous. All right, and then it's stab from Rain the Smoothest. With his, he needs a D, he's prep plus agility, so +2, so he needs 10 to a 15 on the green. He gets hit 2 for no damage, but it's a strength check. Strength -1. Oh, he passes though. The elf passes, of course. And then does Eisenkush get free on a 10+? He does, okay. So he gets to drop down, taking 2 from being impaled, so he's got 7 left. But he's back next to the Corpse Collector. He pulls himself down off the spike. Ugh. Corpse Collector goes, and it's gonna fight, of course, Eisenkush again. So he'll be at +2 without a numbering bonus. So on a 10 versus a 12, he hits it, and with his flail, cruel D8. So it does 1 point down to 9. And he's got 7 left. All right, round 6, final round. Can we kill the Corpse Collector for all the moolas? Because it does have a relic if we do. I get a shot actually with him, didn't I? He's obscured, so on 15, oh, 19 will hit. D6 damage. 3 more, he's at 6. So he actually got his shot off. Now it's round 6. We'll just lead with him, try and shoot again. -3 for obscured, +2, so he's on a 13. Misses. See if Fast breaks off. He needs a 12, so it's going to be on a 9. He does. So he breaks off. He only has 2 health left because he got spiked. But he falls down here next to him. Oh! Almost dead. Eisenkush is going to hit him. +2, so he's on a 10 versus the Corpse Collector has a 15 back. Critical hit, 8 damage. -3 is 5. So he's going to go down to 1. Can the elf kill him? Or do we have Garand do it? We'll have Garand do it. No chance of getting hit back. Just hitting on a 11 with his glaive. He does. D8 damage. But no cruel. Doesn't matter. 7 does 4 points. And that'll kill him. It's a relic, which means he can go pick it up. End of the game. Final action of the game. We managed to collect the relic on turn 6 and slay the Corpse Collector. Almost lost all 3 of them, though. We almost lost 3 to the spikes. If they'd failed those tests, they would have almost died, actually. If Fast had failed 2, he'd have been dead. Well, actually, the game ends on round 5. Never mind. We actually didn't kill the Corpse Collector, so no relic for us. It's usually a 6-turn game, but this one was slightly shorter. So we did manage to affix the MORTSAFE then. For 1. That's going to be 5 gold, and then we killed 2 skeletons for 6, 7, but not the Corpse Collector. No death saves or injuries to roll for this time around, but XP, we killed 2 monsters. We collected 1, 2, 3 treasures, so that's going to be 5. We survived for 6, and that's it. So we're going to go to 9 XP. We can upgrade 1. I think we upgrade Eisenkush's strength to +3. He did good. Eisenkush and Fast both getting impaled on the shovel and spikes of the Corpse Collector, meaning we did manage to kill him this game because it only went 5 rounds, not the normal 6. We did get to upgrade his strength some, and I don't think we're gonna go bother seeing the the merchant this time around for random items because we have 50 gold in the bank right now. I think we're just gonna buy some stuff. Heavy armor for Eisenkush will mean he goes to armor 3, which would be rad. And it takes up 2 slots, but his strength is such that I think it's okay. It says 20 gold and take us with 30 left. The same actually for 20 more on Rain the Smoothest, because his armor is like all enclosing, and that would give us armor 3 on him, and his backpack would still allow him to carry something. So there are 2 medium armors, and buy arrows, for well, bullets I guess in this case, for Risen, and that puts us at 19 in the bank.
So there we go at the end of the game, managing to find a line of the Forbidden Psalm. If we find all 4, we get 1,000 gold pieces from Vriprix, and we get to retire the warband. I believe there are only 3 missions remaining in the book, yeah, because we've got 7 done. It's Eater of Socks, Forbidden Psalm, and there can be only 1. So 3 left, and we'll have to find 4 more lines to fully retire before we finish the campaign. So anyway, big thanks for watching. We'll see you for more Forbidden Psalm in the future. Don't mash. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below to get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.